right, man. Let's talk about not Donald Trump. I just did a video on him, but let's talk about Jaren Jackson Jr. Seeing the publication talking about the Pistons may need to trade for Jaren Jackson Jr. Let's talk about it. Y'all know I can't stand him, Jabari Smith. I can't stand them. Y'all know I'm looking like Saiyan Man from from Dragon Ball Z. Those who know, right? But I just don't like today's big man. You know, it's so funny. You can look at the stat line. And nobody had 10 rebounds no more. You know, nobody rebounded the ball like Charles Barkley, Dennis Rodman no more. Even a dude like Draymond Green, he's supposed to be this great, basketball player. He don't even rebound the ball at the high clip. Y'all notice that rebounding has become extinct. Ain't nobody grabbing rebounds and think about the guys that grab rebounds at a high clip, like Jokic. Like, dog, he ain't the most athletic. Rebounding is passion. It's passion, it's work ethic, it's grind, it's hustle. You know what's so funny? What's a direct parallel to that? Is what's wrong with basketball. They don't have the spirit, the passion, the grind, the hustle. You know what I'm saying? So you know that's the number one thing about basketball that involves that is rebounding. When you think about the great rebounders today, it's a handful of them. Jokic, Josh Hart. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really don't have guys who really take pride in doing the dirty work. And I blame social media for it. Social media show the glamorous part. They don't show you getting your hands dirty and how you build your shit. Or a lot of people that's showing off what they got, it ain't real. So you'll never see me flashing on social media. It doesn't make sense. If you see me out, then you know. Right? So, sorry, my eyes so swole this morning and it started irritating. So, pardon me, I shouldn't be touching it, but shit, it'll be on fire. But I can't stand Jaren Jackson Jr. I can't stand guys like Karl-Anthony Towns, Anthony Davis. They just bitches, dog. And I hate to say it that way and speak about the brothers like that, but they want to be Kevin Durant. They don't want to be what God blessed them to be. They want to be Kevin Durant. They want to be on the perimeter, shooting threes, dribbling. Get your big 7-foot ass down there and dominate the paint. No matter how many threes you shoot, no matter how many people you take off the dribble, you still ain't going to be Kevin Durant. You still ain't going to be Michael Jordan. You're not going to be popular. And think about this for a minute. The most popular center of all time, as far as commercial branding and all that and shoes, is Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal, that's it. Yeah, Ewing had a shoe and Elijah. None of them can get the cachet of a Kobe, of a LeBron. None of them. When you that tall, you will never be what guards or wings are. You'll never be an Allen Iverson, Ray Allen. You really never get that pageantry. You know what I'm saying? Gary Payton, Jason Kidd. No. And that's what they really looking for. Oh, let me play on the wing and play like a guard so I can get the same celebration. You won't. So Jaren Jackson Jr., I never liked this game. He played like he got a silver spoon in his mouth and a platinum spoon in his ass. He is when you say beta, he's the beta male big man of the NBA. He is so fucking soft. And it only took for them to see the Memphis Grizzlies in the play-in for people to start like, that nigga he trash. You 7 foot and you can't average 10 rebounds. Like, just post up and you got all the skill set in the world. You can dribble, you can shoot. Post up. Block a shot. Take pride in rebounding. He does not fit what a Piston is about. When you think about a Piston today, beef stew. Isaiah Stewart is the standard on even for a Piston and a Lion. That's what Brad and them is drafting. That's what the Pistons are. That's what that Troy Weaver started to build here. That's the guy. Do you align with that? He does not align with that. Jabari Smith does not align with that. They don't have the grit, the toughness. And you started to see that, what Stu did rub off on Jaren. Pride. Being a Piston is take pride in a Lion too. Take pride in the dirty work, bro. Taking pride. If my job is to take this dirty rock, rinse it off, and hand it to the next guy, and his job is to grind it down, and the next guy's job is to fossil out, and the next job is to mount it or make it into a statue or mount it on that. Everybody is a significant player in the process. They don't take pride no more, bro. So no, Jaren Jackson Jr. is too soft to be a Piston. He's too soft. And what are you gonna do this offseason? Shoot threes. I'm gonna keep shooting threes. I'm gonna work off the dribble. Like, get post up. I was having a conversation with another dude, man. He used to hoop in college back in the day. We was having a conversation. I said, bro, you see these dudes shooting the ball. They're teaching these guys how to shoot from the three-point line. It makes no sense. If I taught you how to play 2K to put it in layman's terms, am I going to put it on Hall of Fame, nigga? No, we going to start from the bottom. Real talk. We going to start from the bottom now. We here. Start to the bottom. We going to start. Like, when you learn to shoot the ball, what's the first thing you should be pretty much, okay, we're going to work our layup. We're going to do the George Mikan drill. You're going to do the George Mikan drill. Then you go from the front of the bucket. I'm going to tell y'all how y'all learn how to shoot. Now you're going to go in the front of the bucket. Right in the front of the bucket, right up under the bucket, you're going to work on your form. You're just going to shoot it. You're going to work on the form, work on your follow through, and then you start stepping out shooting the basketball. They don't know how to shoot. I see people training guys how to shoot, and they start from the three-point line. But long story short, no on Jaren Jackson Jr. When he let his balls drop, when he let his nuts hang and be a man, I consider it. But no, he's a beta. When you say beta hooper, he's indicative of that. I'm just telling you. He is horrible. He has all the skill in the world, but it's soft as a Care Bear on Thursday morning. And I'm passionate about that shit because you see all these guys got great ability, but they don't have the proper tutelage and coaching. So that's just how I feel. I wouldn't want that guy on my team. I wouldn't. He couldn't play for me. Sorry. And you reward these guys with all NBA and all-star honors. And I'll be like, oh, the guys of today are so much skilled. No, they not. How they so much skill and the coaches is trash. So that's my opinion on it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Hit the link in the description. Follow me everywhere. X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate y'all love. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Peace.